What is something that you just cannot understand? The popularity of TV evangelicals. Like, I have nothing against religion, but why would anyone follow these guys to the point that they would be willing to give them money? For what? I just cannot wrap my head around why these guys are so rich. I'm religious and I can't wrap my head around why anyone would want to throw all their money to these people. My house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. This here. The one time Jesus got angry was when he flipped all the currency exchange tables and all other monetary stalls and locations. Even letting all the animals free. We need to get these holy water selling fraudsters off of the air. It's been proven that many of these, especially super churches, are scamming their congregation. Wolf in sheep clothing. Don't even need to make a point for prosperity preachers. Prosperity gospel. Literally allowing people like Kenneth Copeland and Paula White to rake in their money while spitting all over their supposedly sacred Bible. Like, do none of them recall the story of Jesus in the temple? Copeland and the Crouches and Benny Hinn and all these televangelists who grift and push prosperity gospel BS would be getting their tables flipped by their savior, is all I'm saying. They don't give a shit about God and the religion. They just want that money and know there are people dumb enough to give it to them. They're master con artists who prey on those who have no discernment and never actually read the Bible. They're master con artists who prey on those who have no discernment and never actually read the Bible. My 9-year-old, at age 5, had a large collection of Calvin Klein boxer briefs and a pair of limited edition Uggs. Both were new with tags, legitimate brand name products, not knockoffs, and they all came from the thrift store. I do love the fact that some higher quality / brand name products are better quality or made with better quality components, then great. I still don't necessarily want to spend 20 times as much to buy it. Thrifting is awesome. Those Ugg moccasins never wore out or got crappy looking, and it took a long time for him to outgrow them. And the $3 pack of underwear from Target ended up with holes in it, but those Calvin Klein pairs lasted him a couple years and never wore out. They remained soft, intact, and never fell apart like the cheap ones. I don't mind brands that are high quality and / or cost more. Hell, I'm an absolute Lego snob and I won't even entertain knockoffs for any reason. But that doesn't mean I'm not looking for stuff on sale, second-hand, or trying to get a great deal on those same things. I don't get people who brag about their wealth by wearing a $170 limited edition white t-shirt with a brand name emblazoned across the front. If a company wants to use me as a billboard, they either need to pay me or impress me so much that I want to tell people how awesome you are. On that note, Canon brand digital cameras once sent me a packing slip for a 6-year-old camera that had recently stopped working. They repaired it in 6 days, and shipped it back, even fixing an old cosmetic dent on the outside of the camera. They charged me nothing even though the camera was long out of warranty. As a result, I will tell anyone and everyone how awesome Canon is as a brand, and my last 2 cameras purchased were both Canon. Because if they stand behind their products and care about their customers, they deserve my loyalty. I'd even buy and wear a Canon t-shirt if I came across one. Smiley face. The influencer culture. Not only doing it, which makes you look like a huge narcissist, but following these people. I don't understand following people on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, etc. to the point of obsession and calling them celebrities. Like, am I 30, that old already? Edit to add, I'm not talking about the channels that are actually about something, cooking, gaming, humor, hobbies, etc. I'm talking about the ones who just stare into the camera, give a little wink and lip bite, and then say something along the lines of like and subscribe for more. Or channels that exploit kids. Just not my thing. I run a small business and post a lot on Instagram. I get so many people who want free products to show to fans. The Korean show it's based off of makes more sense because it is way less about the production and more about the singing, and because it really is about highlighting people who may be overshadowed by other more famous singers. The mask stuff is just hiding identity so you don't know who it is and can't judge based on factors other than singing. I haven't watched much of the American version, but it seemed that the performances were much more of a production and less focused on actual vocal talent. I both love and hate the American version because I like trying to figure out who's behind the mask, but I hate the judges and how overproduced it is. Like, in the last season White Tiger was 1. Really obviously Gronk, 2. Really awful at singing and dancing, and yet he managed to make it halfway through the competition while some legitimately good singers got cut. And because his identity was so obvious but the producers wanted to keep him on for some reason, the judges kept having to make these dumb fucking guesses when you could tell they knew. I usually skip through everything but the performances and the reveal at the end. Cuts out about 2/3 of the runtime of every episode.